It's the Buccaneers going. With that, let's get out to the University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. Let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet, you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Nothing like confidence, is there? When you played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Love the run right there, and when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
Now it's Griffin. Deep drop. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Play clock. On third down, Griffin. It's brought in by Bolden. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. John Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it up and through. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Defense showing blitz. They run with a rookie. Here's Henry. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Second down, Winston. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Third and short yardage, Winston. He finds Humphries. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Adam Humphries, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
That one was intended for John Brown, and it's second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. A first carry now. This is Johnson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Tackle made that time by Chris Baker.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Griffin, they'll roll him out right. And he finds Hartline on the catch. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. RG3 outside of the pocket. You know that's where he can be really dangerous with the feet or here the arm.
And that scares defenses in a big way because his ability to break ranks and still make big throws or, as you suggested, take off and go. How do you defend that when he's on his game? Have you talked with your friends who are in the fantasy leagues? I keep hearing David Johnson's name is coming up in a big way.
Boy, he was a steal 3rd rounder out of Northern Iowa. And I think last year started as a 4th string back, didn't he?
He certainly did, but boy, he produces the year 1 honor. Remember, he can run it. He can catch it. He was a wide receiver at Northern Iowa before he became a running back and also has great kick return ability. Ran 1 back for a touchdown in 2015.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. Now Griffin on 2nd down. Out to his left. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. John Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it in. I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
And now another one thrown incomplete. He was trying to find...
Not only was that a 3-and-out, it was their third straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
On fourth down, the Bucs will call on Brian Anger to punt it away. The Pro Bowler Patrick Peterson back deep for Arizona. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Makeable 3rd and 2. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run. It's Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A 1st down carry for Henry. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Tackle made by Perry Riley.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
Another carry for the rookie. It's Henry. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
Winston keeps it himself. Give him 2 yards on that play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they'd prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Their big tight end, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from the desert after this. 2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Easy. Johnny. Ready. Move ready. 150.
Winston to throw it this time. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Did not get outside the tackles, and that's going to be a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah, quarterbacks want to make sure they can ground it legally. In this case, he wasn't able to.
So a costly penalty and now a tougher 3rd down situation.
150. Let's go now.
And the back goes into motion. Third and long for Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Peterson. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third and long. It's Griffin. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keith Tandy. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people.
And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Winston. He gets it to Humphries. And he'll be... Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And how about this, a fake? And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jonesy just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it. So I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
They'll throw again. Winston. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Their big tight end as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback, and as we saw in week 1, the new rule, this one coming out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Final play of the half. It's Griffin. Caught right side. Gresham. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They come out here in the eye. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock. Well, after what we just saw, we know that with third down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air?
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Winston. And it's complete. Henry. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
First down, here's the run with Martin. Cut back to the left. Past the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Jameis on 2nd down. This will be caught at the 2. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Derrick Henry with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On second down, Griffin. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He dropped an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Rolling to his right, and he finds Hartline on the catch. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Second down following the run. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Ready.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Adam Humphries with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. Winston to throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt. Well, they went for the big play there. But that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
They'll come out in the pistol. To throw is RG3. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The four-time Pro Bowler, Gerald McCoy, in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. On second down, here's Griffin. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacting to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And it's off the crossbar.